It's already round 3 of Formula 3 in 2022. It's the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya in Spain. So in terms of the calendar, we've already done Bahrain and Emilia-Romagna as well. Hadjar and Martins took victory in Bahrain. Colapinto and Stanak took it in Emilia-Romagna. Now we're here in Spain before a big break. No racing in June at all. But then we go over for July. The big ones. The British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Then a week later, the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. Hungary rounds out the midsummer break before the triple header to end the season in Belgium, the Netherlands and Italy on the 11th of September. It's the weekend of the Spanish Grand Prix and it's time for the F3 sprint race. Let's take a look around the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya here in Spain. A 2.892 mile circuit, 16 turns in total, been on the calendar since 1991 and it is a real challenge for the drivers. Exiting the last corner then of New Holland, starting the lap downhill towards turn number 1. Open up the DRS zone as well, get a good slipstream down the longest start-finish straight in Formula 1. Heavy on the braking zone, all the way down into 4th gear. Hug the inside curve to the right, flick the car to the left for turn 2, and then the long sweeping right-hander turn 3. The apex ever drawing you in towards the inside line as well. Into Repsol then at turn 4. Again, 4th gear corner, inside towards the right, let the car drift out wide before turn 5, a very tight, twisty downhill segment of the track that coops in towards the left. Don't go too wide though, you'll lose a lot of time. Into turn 6 and then 7 and 8, the chicane area as well. Uphill, a lot of cars often spin here in first practice. Into Campsa then at 7th gear, flat out through the inside line towards the right. Open up the DRS zone once again and hurtle down towards turn 10 at the La Caxale. Hard on the brakes, 3rd gear corner, rising up to 4th gear at the exit. Power on mid-exit as well. Into turn number 12 then, flick the car towards the left once again, now towards the right as you head down towards the chicane. Right again, then left right to complete the lap. These nasty sausage curves rumoured to be going next year as well. The car wants to understeer and oversteer at the same time, massive twitches. Into New Holland then, 5th gear, 6th gear, open up the DRS, fire it towards the line, and that is a lap of the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. Hello everybody and welcome to the Formula 3 sprint race here at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. It's the first race of the weekend and the first on-track action for the day as well. Getting ready, it's 20 laps ahead of us, not 24, so let me get that straight as the intro plays in the background as you can hear. So timings are actually bang on for once. I should have remembered instead of putting it on a bit earlier. But we're in for a good one. Vidales on pole position, as you can see on your maps there as well. It should have changed over at least to represent that change in the standings. Let's refresh the cache and there we go. David Vidales on pole position. Correa alongside as well. It's going to be very, very interesting, this one, for Formula 3. As the cars are just on the grid for round number 3 of the FIA Formula 3 Championship in 2022. It is time for the sprint. I'm Joshua Birch. Alongside me in the commentary box is Synthel. Synthel, welcome back up. Missed you for the past couple of weeks. I know you've been ill as well with lost voice. I can echo that as well. How are you? You doing all good?
I'm doing absolutely great. Full recovered and I am very excited for this race in Formula 3. You know, Barcelona obviously is known for often a boring race, but with Formula 3 you can always expect a spectacle. So I can't wait for the race.
Absolutely. It's going to be hopefully fantastic. Cars are still coming to the grid, though, because they were released from the pit lane a little bit late. So the start is delayed by about 5 minutes. So hopefully we will get underway soon. As they come up to the grid. This is Vidales, who's on pole position. He'll have to filter his way through. Reason for the red flag in the previous is because there was actually an oil spill on the track as well, so they had to clear it up before they released the F3 cars. So everything is just slightly behind schedule. But we will go green shortly. Get your questions in, use the YouTube chat, and use hashtag F3, hashtag SpanishGP on Twitter. We'll see it on the tweet deck alongside us here as well. Let's take a look at the starting grid then for the seventh race of the season already. David Vidales on pole position in the reverse, of course, of the top 12. Juan Manuel Correa starts on the front row as well. Jack Crawford starts third. Kaylen Frederick starts in fourth. Carl Collette is fifth. Oliver Behrman is sixth. Arthur Leclerc starts seventh on the grid as well for Prema. He's alongside Isaac Hadjar as well. Further down, Alexander Somalia starts ninth. Victor Martins takes P10. Roman Stanek in P11. He'll be on pole position for the feature race tomorrow. Franco Colapinto starts in 12th position. Gregory Saucy is 13th on the grid. Oliver Rasmussen 14th. Jose Maria Marti is in 15th alongside Reese Oshashima. Rave Villagomez is 17th. Zach O'Sullivan in 18th. Hunter Yarni is in 19th. William Alatelo is in 20th position. Liam Zendelli is in 21st. Kush Maney 22nd. Nazin Asman is 23rd. Ida Cohen is 24th. Enzo Trulli 25th. 26th for Frederick Malavesti as well. Brad Ben Devers is in 27th. Francesco Pizzi 28th. And Laszlo Toth starts 29th. And Zane Maloney has to start from the pit lane after during qualifying he failed to stop for the weighbridge but driving straight past it as well. And ergo he starts from the pit lane. No ifs, no buts, no questions asked. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. It's going to be an interesting one this weekend, though, Cynthia, because the track conditions are very different as well. And there, as you can see, the start delayed by 5 minutes. So start of the formation lap is at 11:05 due to the delay on track, due to one of the support categories, the support trucks, having an issue out there. So this weekend, then, who's your hot tip? We've seen some great racing so far. We've seen victory go to Hadjar, Martins, Colapinto and Stanak. From the 4 races so far, it's 4 different winners.
Yeah, I think Stanek is going to get a good weekend and take maybe the lead of the championship, because for now I think it's a tie, right, at the top.
Yes, it is. It is 36 points each for Victor Martins and Arthur Leclerc after Emilia Romagna in Imola. They are both level on points. That is good. It's so exciting coming through as well. Hopefully as well, we're going to have a decent race. And I'm actually being told that there might be a way that the race can be streamed on Megan's laptop, I'm being told now. So how exciting that is, that the F2 race later on might be able to go ahead as scheduled. We'll double check with it though as well. Maybe Ian Birch will have to join me in the commentary box though, so at least we've got backup plans. Cynthia, you're with me for F3 Sprint, F2 Feature and the FP3 session coming up. All 3 series that we cover. It's going to be absolutely chaotic this weekend. This is the first time in Formula 1 history that we've had all of the major support series together on the same weekend, including the Porsches as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the W Series ride as well this weekend?
Yep, W Series is on in between practice 3 and F1 qualifying, and Megan is ready for that.
And you've got IndyCar as well. And,
yeah. 6 hours, yeah. Reminder, by the way, tonight as well for IndyCar qualifying, we are live at 15 minutes past 4, so straight after the F1 qualifying. We do miss the first 15 minutes, but USRN will be covering the whole thing live on the Mixlr app, so you can tune into them for the first 15 minutes, and then we're going to join their broadcast for qualifying. Matthew Owens will be leading the commentary for the first 90 minutes. Megan will be alongside him, both in the commentary box on YouTube and on USRN, so that's going to be fun. And for the first 90 minutes, I'm going to be in the commentary box for Formula 2 at 5:30 British time. I'm going to fade into the IndyCar commentary commentary box for the rest of the night to commentate on the first day of qualifying. Day 2 for IndyCar qualifying tomorrow, that will be completely live on YouTube as well, because it will interfere with absolutely nothing. Then after that, we'll know who's on pole position for the Indy 500, and it's going to be a fantastic weekend as well. And we will, of course, after today, be covering all F3, F2, F1 action live as well. And next weekend, it's busy, busy, busy. We've got Formula 1, Formula 2, MotoGP, British Touring Cars, and the Indy 500 as well. So that's going to be even more insane to try and get things organised as well. And with it being a 3-day weekend now, Friday no longer is the day for Formula 2 racing. It's now when we'll see the qualifying and practice take place. Practice will be on the Thursday, qualifying on the Friday, and the race will be Saturday, Sunday. So for F2, it becomes a 4-day weekend. SHT says, this is a very busy weekend for you with so many series to live stream. Absolutely. It's easier, believe it or not, for when it's all on the same channel, because then we can keep in order. But when it comes to Formula 2 and IndyCar crossing paths, that's the tricky bit. And I have asked, I've just remembered as well, how's Megan going to see the TV pictures? But don't worry, we've got it covered. Megan will be seeing the qualifying live as well with different picks. So it's only free practice. Mercedes look quick in FP1 and FP2 at Miami, but in FP3 they dropped as well. That's in F1, of course. Mercedes looking quite quick. And if Perez wins one more race, he will be tied with Giancarlo Fisichella with 3 career F1 wins. Fisichella won, let's think, Brazil 2003, Australia 2005, and was it Malaysia 2005, his last win? I think we'll have to double check that, but I'm sure SHG is going to be on it. Synthil, they're about to set off on their formation lap in 2 minutes' time as well. Is this extra delay going to cause them a bit of problems?
Well, I'm not sure, but the temperature is high. I've seen this weekend. It's going to be very high, very warm, and not very. It's always, this track is very difficult with the tires, so that's always going to be interesting. And I see Correa from P2. You know, I really hope the best for him. I really hope he will get a bit of a good shot at the championship this weekend. He deserves it. 2019. Oh. Yeah, he's made the best comeback. It's just incredible how he did that.
Let's all keep our fingers crossed that Juan Manuel Correa can take a victory here today as they come through. Just double checking as we're going to hear some radio shortly. I just want to make sure it's coming through correctly because it will be from the pole sitter David Vidales, the Spanish driver, who on his home circuit on pole. Yeah. And thank you to the Little Owl who said Fisichella won Brazil 2003, Australia 2005, and Malaysia 2006. I was 1 year out with Malaysia. And I remember him winning in Malaysia. I just couldn't remember which year it was. So thanks to that Little Owl as they come through. And
we have 3 Spanish drivers for this weekend and a Spanish team as well. Oh, actually, Campos, the Spanish team, has got 2 Spanish drivers as well.
Yeah, Vidales and Marty. Brad Bendevers at Carling, if I'm correct on that front. Yeah. Coming through then, let's just give you a little reminder before they head off on the formation lap then. In Shakir, the first round of the season, the sprint race winner was Isaac Hadjar as well. The feature race winner was Victor Martins. In Imola on the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of April, sprint race winner was Franco Colapinto and the feature race winner was Roman Stanek. So of the 4 races we've had, 4 different winners as they come through. Formation lap begins here for the sprint race. As I just realised that the graphics have completely failed because it's showing us a feature race instead of a sprint race. As well, and now I'm deploying the safety car by pressing the S button as well. But away we go then on the formation lap for the sprint race here for the F3 as they come through. Graphics
what I've learned, by the way, from earlier Formula 3 races is you never can rule out Leclerc. He always has so many overtakes in the races. Even if he starts from far behind, he gets himself right into the top 5. So even he's starting from P7 now, he might even have a good shot at getting a podium still.
Yeah, Leclerc is, remember back in, race 1 at Imola, fought his way back up from a really poor starting position from qualifying, because only the top 12 get reversed, and he finished, I think, 4th in that race, and he's now level in points with Victor Martin. Stanek's only 1 point back. I think, didn't we say the top 5 separated by 5 points? Martins, Leclerc, Stanek, Crawford and Hadjar as well. Leclerc, the only one of those, correct me if I'm wrong, no, Colapinto and Crawford, so I'm going to retract that statement before I even say it, as well as, here is Jack Crawford on board, coming through turn 9 at the Camps corner. This is 7 and 8 now we're looking at on the screen. The 2 before that, the chicane area. And the fans are already starting to pack in as well. 340,000 fans expected over this weekend. Today alone, there is going to be over 200,000. Race day is going to pack out with 340. So this is going to be insane. And they've had to put up additional grandstands as well in order to comply with the amount of tickets that have come through. As well, because the general admissions area, as you can see on the side there, needed better grandstanding seats. And I've been to this track, and I know exactly how massively hilly it is and how great vantage points you can get. So I'm so looking forward to this as well. And this part of the track here, 10, 11 and 12, this is where I was as well. There's a lovely ice cream truck just behind those grandstands, actually, as well. But nothing beats the cathedral atmosphere you get of this main straight as well. It does cover half of it in shade, yes, but the noise, it is literally like you're in a cathedral. You get the echo so much of a racing car reverberating back. It's brilliant. Not even the commentary boxes can get away from it. They're not that soundproof, so you can hear the cars even when you're talking through headsets as well. So I'm quite surprised, actually, that any commentator who's there knows what they're doing.
I've still never been to a race. Now you're getting me more and more excited.
Just me. Honestly, are you not off to the Dutch Grand Prix this year?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I don't think I'll ever be in the near future because it's already been sold out for the next 10 years. But that's fine. We were maybe planning on going to Austria this year. But
Austria is a great one, yeah.
Maybe not really working, but then next year maybe. Next year we're probably going to go to a race.
I look forward to hearing from you from the racetracks. Okay, all the cars lined up. Zane Maloney at the back. Green flag is on. All eyes to the lights. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights for the sprint race. It's lights out. Good start from Juan Manuel Correa as well. But it's David Vidales who blocks him off down towards turn number 1. Now the slipstream battle begins as well. Correa looks to the outside. Jack Crawford in there as well. They're 3 wide into turn 1. Crawford has to back out of it as well. He's got Frederick looking up the inside. A little bit of wheel banging as well. It looks like everyone's made it through the first couple of corners safely. But great start from Juan Manuel Correa. He was immediately challenging Vidales as well. And is that Carl Collette on the inside battling for 4th? He's alongside Frederick. And Frederick stays round the outside line and takes a position into turn 5.
What a start, 3 wide into turn 1. And what surprised me was the insane amount of dust which got caught up into the air as well. Because if you go offline, apparently it's very dusty as we see the battles continuing on.
Down now into turn 7 and 8 as well. And that's the one of the Red Bulls trying to ride to the outside and getting on the curb as well. Can't tell who that is just yet. It was Hadjar who was going wide as well. So he nearly went launched up in the air as they head down towards turn number 10 for the first time as well. And Hadjar's having to go defensive. Colin Pinto trying to look around the outside. Now we cut to the front as well as Oliver Bearman is trying to battle, I think, with Somalia as well on the inside line. Yes, it is. Somalia's on the outside now. Back on the inside and wheel to wheel. They're nearly touching as they come into turn 13 and 14. And Smolia stays around the outside as well. Bearman has to back out of it. Into 15, the chicane area now. 14, 15, the left, right. And everyone just going side by side. And there's nearly contact 3 wide through the chicane area.
Yeah, side by side through the tightest part of the track. How do they do that? Here we can see Smolia being under pressure again.
Bearman's trying to swing it around the outside, and Smollia's got the inside line. Bearman's going to have to hold it around the outside. Turn 1, can't do it as well. Smollia keeps the advantage in P6 for the MP Motorsport squad. Bearman in the Prema can't find a way through, and he's got Arthur Leclerc just behind him. I think Leclerc, who started 7th, has now dropped to 8th, so he got passed by Bearman. As side by side, that is Victor Martins, I think making a move on Roman Stanek for P9. Unless, diving on the inside as well. Stanek goes back at him on the inside line. That's Colapinto, sorry. Colapinto diving to the inside of Stanek. So Stanek's dropping back there, Synth.
That was a late move down the inside, down into turn, I think it's turn 5. Great move. Well, he didn't make it stick, but it was a great opportunity. Here we go through the very fast turn 9 onto a little DRS straight. No DRS yet, of course.
And Alexander Smolia is the man on the move, battling against Beerman as well. And
gone wide.
Yep, wide at the back there. I can't tell who it is right now. It's the 21 squad, so it is Hunter Yanni, who went a little bit wide at the exit of Campsite, turn 9. This is turn 10, sweeping through as well, trying to have an attack back. It can't work out that way. As if anyone could tell what's happening right now, that'd be amazingly good, because there is just so much action. Broken front wing for that's a broken front wing for the 21. So Hunter
Yanni
quite
catch it. Oh, side by side. That's not going to work. It is. It is.
It's just about holding the inside line, and now sweeping around the outside goes Brad Ben Devers as well. And up the inside now coming is Zane Maloney, who started from the pit lane. He's already caught up, but Hunter Yanni's got a broken front wing. That's going to be a big one if it goes. And to the inside, it's 4 abreast into the braking zone as well. Maloney side by side now as well, nearly getting hit by Yanni as well at the exit. Just gets a little bit of oversteer.
What a battles, and this is more this is one of the Red Bull liveries and
it's Marty.
Campos.
It's Hadjar in 14th and Marty in 15th place. And now Marty's under pressure from Saucy looking on the outside.
So many battles. It's incredible to keep up with. Lap 3, so DRS should be enabled for this lap.
And hopefully as well as up the inside again, Saucy can't find a way through on Marty. Let's take a look at the start then, Synth.
Right, so yeah, the top 3 got away bit even. I mean, the P2 got a little bit better than the P1, and the P3 got a little bit better than P2. So they got a little bit side by side through turn 1. You see immediately Vidalis covering up Correa as they go through turn 1. Yeah, the slipstream. But it's impossible to go through wide to turn 1, of course. Later braking for Vidalis, did a very good job to stay ahead. And then I think it was Frederick who also looked a little bit down the inside of Crawford. Then everybody somehow made it through the first corner, though.
And Isaac's asking who's on pole for tomorrow. That will be Roman Stanek, who took the fastest time in qualifying, and he'll start on pole for the feature race tomorrow as well. The little hour says, what a move by Brad. And Josh Plays, who's our pit reporter, says, apparently no one is in a team. They are still having major timing issues. Yeah, we had an issue yesterday in practice where for the first 20 minutes, there was no timings, and everyone on the board was actually in the wrong position. They were timing it to the nearest 10th of a second instead of the nearest thousandth of a second. So the order got rejigged after a while in the timings as well. But everyone's having problems as finally into the pit lane comes Hunter Yanni to change over his broken front wing that he got when he ran wide over the curb.
Yeah, so it's Gray who lost already 1.5 seconds to Vidalis. Crawford still sticking right behind him, so we're certainly going to have a battle for P2, and especially with the DRS on the long start-finish straight here in Spain.
So right now as well, as I said, Vidalis 1.5 seconds ahead of Correa as well. Crawford's dropped back as well, so the DRS train, I don't think anybody is in it, but maybe the 2 VAR cars as well, with Colapinto and Oshajama as well in 11th and 12th position, just closing through. But now we change the battle up, because let's take a look, 4/10 of a gap now between Correa and Crawford, so they've closed in on each other in the last sector of this race as well. Let's hope we can have some DRS action. Spain isn't notorious for giving us great racing, mainly because of this last chicane. It breaks up the segments of the track and ruins the flow. But with DRS, it should at least give us some passes down to turn 1. On board with Crawford then. In the Prema. Looks to the inside. Correa defends it. Crawford sends it round the outside. Holds the line down towards turn 1, the elf corner, and gets ahead. So Crawford up to second. Correa down to third. Owen Leclerc's past Behrman and his teammates.
It's a very long straight indeed. And you saw the DRS in the slipstream. And there was no chance for Correa to defend that one. Now he's going to try and stick behind and get him back on the next straight.
Let's hope as well that they're going to keep that advantage throughout the rest of the race, because the Premers are moving up the field as well. Here, it's hard compound Pirelli tyres, by the way, for everybody due to the abrasive track surface here as well. So no change. And this is Zane Maloney. And has he got, this is 25th position now, so has he passed Pizzi? Yes, he has. Francesco Pizzi has been moved backwards in the field. Maloney, who started from the pit lane due to missing the weighbridge in qualifying, has moved up now to 25th place and may get points, but it's looking unlikely.
Bit of a random replay because there's so many overtakes, and we see the one for 25th. But yeah, I thought Leclerc went past Behrman as well. That could have been interesting to show as well. So the two Premers then. So they're now, it's basically, you can't go side by side through here, so it's just waiting for the next straight. And with the next DRS zone, I think Correa has already dropped down more than a second to Crawford. So Correa doesn't really seem to have the pace here, and maybe get under pressure by Frederick now.
Yeah, and this is disappointing because we were all saying during the just before the race started, let's hope Correa can get a victory here as well. But you're right, his pace is dropping off massively, and it's not being helped that he's out of DRS to Crawford, so he's going to be completely stuck as Kyle Collette comes under pressure from Smollett as well, and behind as well the two Premers. It's Leclerc ahead of Behrman, but Victor Martins as well in P9 looking good, as I think Jorge Marti just made a move up into 14th position past Rasmussen. He did. So Rasmussen down to 15th place now as well. But the Premers on the move as way wide there. And that was Oliver Rasmussen. And now he's been passed by Saucy. So that's two moves gone. I wonder if Rasmussen's might have a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, maybe just got a bit onto the curbs, and then it just understeered wide, and you saw the dust off track.
As we hear from Correa himself complaining about front grip.
Okay, so Juan Manuel Correa, thanks to Jordan King there, just said it as well because we missed the radio. Juan Manuel Correa is complaining of losing the front grip. So he's really going to be struggling. So that explains why he's dropping back now. The gap now is 3 seconds. Between Crawford and Correa, the gap is 1.1 according to our timing monitors. So that needs to improve. We're on lap 6. We've completed 5 laps. That's what that little graphic means, by the way. We've completed 5 laps. You add one on for the lap counters because there isn't, unfortunately, a lap counter here. So now we're on lap 7. And we've completed 6 laps. When it gets to 20, we've finished the race. That's how that lap counter works. Unfortunately, we haven't got a good one because nobody cares, it seems, about F3 timings to actually give it a proper app like F1. I don't know. Oh, and now side by side as well. On the inside, that is going to be Stanek under pressure.
Look at it's Martins who's lost 2 positions just on the straight because he didn't have DRS. That's insane. Or has he got a problem? He's got a problem.
He's got a problem, yeah, going wide. So Victor Martins in trouble. Out. He's coasting round turn 3. And he's now going wide. Yep, so Victor Martins, here he is. He looks to be out of the race then for the ART team. This is not the way he wanted to go. The championship leader struggling. It now gives the lead to Arthur Leclerc. No, it gives it to Crawford as well because Leclerc's down in 7th. Crawford's up in 2nd place. He'll get more points. But in a championship that is so close between them, this is not good news. And if he can't make it back to the pits, this could cause a safety car, which could bunch everyone back up and give the advantage, of course, to Hunter Yanni, who pitted for a new front wing. He can get back in the race because right now he's 39 seconds back.
Yeah, that's painful. Heartbreak for Martins, who's now going to lose the lead of the championship by none of his fault. So he's going to try to make it up in the feature race tomorrow. But this is going to be some big points thrown away now.
Big points tomorrow at 25 for the win. Tomorrow, today, it's only for 12 as they come out of the last corner, accelerate towards the line. And Vidales leads the way after 7 laps. Crawford is second. 1.2 seconds is the gap there. Correa third as well. And Fredericks in the DRS train as well. He's right behind. No, he's just ahead of Kyle Collette, who's in it, and Smolliers in trouble. Who's that making him move further back as well? That was Arthur Leclerc looking to the inside, I think, of Smollier. Did he make the move? No.
I think it was Saucy on Marty who's got past.
Ah, good. So at least you're on the ball there. Let's take a look at Crawford.
Yeah, so this is what happened to Colapinto.
Oh! And it's the engine cover is off on Franco Colapinto. It's not been tied down. Well, they're going to have to. Well, he's going to have to come into the pit lane, and here's finally back in the pit lane is
One of
Victor
the
Martins.
ARTs. Yeah, this is Martins, of course. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunate for him. He made it to the pit lane, so we won't have safety car for this. But it is Crawford who is really closed up to Vidalis. I think the gap was like 1.7, and he's closed up already half a second. Can he get to Vidalis and battle for the lead?
Let's hope he can as well, as the action is hotting up out there on the circuit as well. We've got a train at the moment. Beerman, Stanak, Colapinto, Ushmaya, Hadjar, all in a battle with each other as well. All within 5/10 of each other, so that's closing up there as well. As there's a little thing that dropped off the roof of the commentary box into my hair there. So, you know when you feel something like a spider, but it wasn't a spider, it's a little piece of wood. So probably it's very gusty outside the box. Can't hear it though.
So, Frederick is losing a lot of time throughout the lap towards the straight, so that makes him unable to attack Correa on the straight. He closes up the time he lost.
Big there! It's gone! It's gone! It's blown off! Big bits of debris down the start-finish straight. They'll have to throw the safety car for that one. Now, did that come off of Colapinto? Yes, it did! Look at that! The engine cover's gone! The entire engine cover has blown off the back of Franco
That's
Colapinto's car, and we've got the F3 engine completely exposed. And it's come off further the back of the track, and it's been hit as well.
No.
My goodness me! It's been collected by another driver, so they'll have to throw the safety car to get this back. So
It
once
almost looked like the bit of debris hit someone's halo, so that could have saved someone's life again. I'm not sure. I didn't see it very well, but here he's going straight.
This is the other side. So the left-hand side blew off at turn 5, and the right-hand side blows off the start-finish straight. No sign of the safety car, but if you hit that, it's career-ending.
Does he have to pit or?
I think
mean-
it'd have to be black flag, surely. And look at that debris on the start-finish straight. No sign of not even sign of a yellow flag at the moment. So the TV pitchers have realised it. But we remember, of course, they are very slow at throwing the necessary safety cars and red flags and that sort of thing.
That's right. Well, they often, for some reason, first do the virtual safety car and then the safety car a time later.
Sullivan
Crawford
hit it,
has got
yeah.
DRS. And here we can
yeah.
see a bit of a flag.
And black and orange
Debris
flag
flag.
for Colapinto. Get out of the way! You're going to hit it! You're right in the centre of the track. My goodness me. The leaders
Black and
go
orange
through.
means that he has to pit, or doesn't it?
Yes, so it has to go through the pit lane and presumably out of the race. It's the oil flag out, no sign of the yellows or safety car, not even a virtual. The little owl says O'Sullivan collected it. Surely has to be given the black and orange flag. He has now, so Colapinto will come into the pits. Victor Martins is the only officially retired car from this race. But
Crawford's really closed up, by the way.
at least he's not going to be having an engine cooling issue with it being exposed. He's going to be quite one of the fastest guys out there, probably. In fact, what's his sector times? Colapinto, first sector, 27.7. He's actually faster than the race leader, who did a 27.8. So he's a tenth quicker with no engine cover. So that's
but he's
insane.
gonna. I don't think they can fix that for this race because
No, there
he has
won't
to
be a
pit
spare.
now, and surely he's out of the race. You can see a replay of one of the HRTs being overtaken side by side.
Asman on the outside is Pitsy, who got forced off. Running wide
that-
as well.
That sausage curb or something they put down there to slow the drivers down. Yeah, on these Formula 3 cars that doesn't really work.
I think Abby Eaton is a perfect example of why sausage curbs should be banned. She went over the exit of one of them in a Formula 3 car, well, the W Series Formula 3 car in Kota and broke her back as
I think that
well.
happened last year as well in Formula 3.
Yes, it
Or
did.
Formula
Yes, it
2.
did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So sausage curbs are a stupid
Crawford.
idea. Yep, here comes Crawford with the DRS, pulls the outside for the race leader. Colapinto finally comes into the pit lane, and the battle at the front, hotting up. Vidales and Crawford now in the slipstream with each other. This is where the battle begins for this one. Can Crawford take victory for the first time
battle.
this year?
So the next part where you can overtake, or maybe down to turn 5, he can fancy a move, but he can also wait for the next DRS straight, or 2 DRS straight between turn 9 and turn 10, and obviously the long straight on the start finish. So he's gonna have to wait for that. He has not made the move in turn 5. So after the little chicane, they're coming through now. And then one more corner to go for the next DRS straight, which is not a long straight. Here we can see Pilot Races Colapinto.
Lovely. Look at the engine there. Was zoomed in and everything. Come on, go on, zoom in. That's it. Oh, they cut away. I was just hoping to get a picture of that as they come through. Yeah, Josh Plays also said who's in the pits was race control area. Should have gone around the bollard. And yeah, Little Owl agreeing. Yeah, they should have gone around the bollard. So he'll get reprimanded for that one.
Yeah, that's a rule, of course, but it's so tricky in Formula 3 cars. If you just flew onto the racetrack again, so I don't think we could have done much about that. But well, I'm not sure what they're gonna do about that because
even the MotoGPs hate the sausage curbs at this track. They hate them so much.
Here we go then. Surely he's gonna be close enough to make a move this time.
Looks like it with the DRS as well. The gap is closing. 4 tenths, 3 tenths. Here we go. So Vidal's going to have to go to the inside line to defend. He does that. Crawford stays with him on the DRS. Pulls to the outside line at the last moment. Side by side through turn 1. Crawford's not giving anything. He has to go across the grass and he gets launched into the air.
Exactly that. Again, we were just talking about it. Has he damaged his car? Let's hope for him he hasn't. And last year, by the way, in Formula 3, we had 3 collisions for the race lead in one race. But this doesn't work side by side through turn 1. And yeah, look at this. He's gonna be forced off wide, and he had even more air than the other one had.
These sausage curves, they need to be removed. Is it me or did Vidales move twice? He did. Vidales moved twice, so he might get a penalty for aggressive defending there. As that is so unlucky. Crawford, that could have caused him some big problems.
I mean, that isn't even a sausage curve. It's like even worse.
I think it's hidden in that Pirelli, isn't it? So the drivers can't even see it because it's a yellow sausage curve hidden in Pirelli branding, so it's yellow. You can't see it. So maybe they should paint it black so the drivers can actually see. Forget about the pretty sponsorship. The driver's safety always comes first, not sponsors. So maybe they'll need to rip that up. Let's hear from Crawford.
Come on, mate. You pushed me off.
Saying, come on, mate, he pushed me off the track. I think he did push him off the track there completely. 110%.
Yeah, but I don't think there will be a penalty because, I mean, I think he was allowed to do that, right? It's not.
I think he moved once to defend and then moved back to the racing line. It's a question of did he move in the braking zone more than anything, isn't it? So we'll double check.
But the part where he pushed him wide, I don't think he'll get a penalty for that. As we can see here on another move.
Collect the inside of Frederick. Easily takes 4th position into turn 1. That debris, by the way, seems to have been moved away from the racing line even more. So don't know where that happened.
Maybe the wind when they drive past it or something.
I've just been reminded actually of random things you get in this race as well, especially because the random memories I'm getting in this race. Of watching it as well. Just remember the bus stop where you get the bus to come into the circuit is, and you come off the subway as well, and you go up into this lovely glass building in the middle of such an urban village. There's this big space age glass building, and that's where you wait to get your bus. And because it's so cold underground, surprisingly, it's freezing on the subway in Spain. You go up and then you go outside, and it's like it feels like you could cook a chicken. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, here we can see another replay of it.
Yeah, that's a replay of Crawford getting forced off by Vidal. Yeah. Looking at it again, that's just racing. Yeah, I don't think
he's gonna get a penalty for that. And I mean, he wasn't really next to it. It was an impossible move, anyways, for Crawford. But he is again closing up a little bit, or is he now?
Under investigation is indeed the 20 as well, and the 5 for forcing the off the track.
Tell me this is under investigation. Nope, you're not. Just stay cool. Let corner by corner, full focus. Yeah, but I'm asking you to report this, please. That's okay, we are on it. Just focus.
Yeah, I still don't think it will result into a penalty.
I don't either. So from that angle as well, Vidales is under investigation for forcing another driver off the track on that 14 of 20. So we'll keep you updated if that results in anything as well. As they exit the back of the track, Hadjar's up into 10th position. He's passed Shimo as well into 11th position. So the VAR guys having a bad day so far, down in 11th and 14th position. As things stand.
Also, I mean, Crawford should know you can't go around the outside of turn 1 there. Last year, there really were three incidents in turn one, weren't they? Can you remember that as well?
Yes, I would. Yeah, around it. Yeah.
It's all happening for the lead as well. So the lead was constantly changed because of those collisions, and that was a crazy race as well. But this time it also still doesn't work to go around the outside of turn one.
It was a great race last year. I remember it so well.
Yeah.
I was
Incredible.
eating. I wasn't commentating obviously, but I was eating breakfast as Sam, and I don't think I actually finished it because it was so good. Let's just see. Will Buxton has tweeted. You might have seen it on the hashtags as well. Big call for the stewards. Vidales looked like he forced Crawford off. Crawford, in going off, didn't stick to the assigned re-entry behind the bollards. A penalty for one, both neither. 6 laps to go. So Will Buxton, it is saying it's a big call now for the stewards, and that could give Juan Manuel Correa a victory.
Yeah, you still can win, in fact. But that rule that you've gone around the bollard, that's impossible in these Formula 3 cars. You just bounce back onto the circuit over that curve there. And Smoljar here goes past Frederick, pretty easily on the straight.
Yeah,
If
very.
you're close enough with DRS, and also Hedger plus Behrman.
So it's all moves now with DRS down that start-finish straight as well through the first 3 corners. And now all eyes are on the stewards.
Yeah, it really is.
And Vidales' defence of the lead is under investigation, confirmed now. We saw it on the TV pictures. Let's see. The little owl says as well, if he did get a penalty, I think it'll be a little harsh as well. I've seen people do that all the time. If that's a penalty, then Verstappen should have got one in 2019 in Austria. I would give it to none of them. Yeah, I think that was just fair racing. If you do that, then where do you stop with racing?
I mean, I'm sure Vidales won't get a penalty, but Crawford, that's a really tricky one. But I mean, it's impossible between these Formula 3 cars. And imagine if someone was just driving past there and someone got forced off and bounced back into someone. It's actually very dangerous. So I'm not sure why they still got the curbs there.
And the problem
it happened last year as well.
It did, yeah.
With these curbs, yeah.
The problem with that curb at turn 1 and 2 is the fact is that where the bollard at the exit, it's on the extreme left-hand side.
Yeah.
But there's 3 sausage curbs, so you've got to bounce across them. Somehow keep control of your car and go to the left. It's not possible. It's physically not possible.
No, in F1 it is, but in Formula 3, these are very sensitive to curbs and they just fly back onto the circuit. So I'm not sure what they're going to do about it.
I say remove the sausage curbs and let the drivers go to the left of the bollard. It'll be a lot easier and a lot safer. A bit like what we saw in Russia. Although Russia...
Yeah, I think it is a sort of chicane, right, with the sausage curbs. But there's so much speed through turn 1 that they can't slow down enough to negotiate through there as they go side by side. I think to turn 1, this was Oshima and Behrman.
Yeah, Behrman trying to go back around the outside. Oshima's got back into 10th position. Behrman can't do anything. Now on board with Saucy as well. And Gregory Saucy is looking fantastic at the moment for a points-paying position in this race.
Absolutely. Can he stick behind to turn 5? It's seen a few moves already this weekend here.
And this is what happens.
Yeah, this is the replay. So it was a good move from us, Sejima. Just late braking on the outside. Yeah, now Behrman can't do anything, of course.
Yeah.
You can't push him off wide because it would be wheel contact and he would spin around. So that's a different situation, of course, and this went well.
Got completely stuck, which is what we like to see. Some great racing going on here as well. And now Arthur Leclerc is looking behind Frederick as well for the battle for 6th position. Now, this seems to be a thing. The little owl says as well, sausage curbs are terrible. Just looks at Alex Peroni in Monza 2019. Yep.
That was brutal.
Why they weren't removed from then onwards, I don't know.
I think that curb was removed, right?
That curb was removed, but all sausage curbs should be removed from Grand Prix racing and from motorcycle racing. They're not needed.
I mean, with Formula 1, the sausage curbs do work. That's the thing. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Carl Colette trying to go right round the outside of Juan Manuel Correa. Correa defends on the inside line. Correa stays ahead. Brilliant stuff.
I don't think he could have braked any later to make the corner. That was insane.
Late on the brakes, getting everything correct and bang on in the right time. So Correa stays in 3rd position. And has Leclerc moved up? No, he hasn't at the moment.
Wow. You can see a replay of it. So, this is Leclerc getting past.
Oh yeah, Leclerc has got ahead now of Frederick for 6th position.
well done. Just on straight, very easy move for him in this case. But wow, that move! I want to see that move from Correa
Oh,
again.
Crawford.
Come on, how is this thing not under investigation? It's not an investigation, will be investigated after the race. Let's face it.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't like that.
I don't. So we'll update you on what's going to happen in that tomorrow in the feature race as well, which you can join us in the morning for. Just curious, do you think Kvyat or Stroll is a better F1 driver, says SHT? Kvyat had more talent. As Ashman's out of the race, so Nazmin Ashman is out with 3 to go. What's your thoughts on that then? Which was a better F1 driver, Kvyat or Stroll?
Oh, it's impossible to say. No, I mean, Stroll isn't really that bad. He has some moments. Oh yeah, here we can see.
Yeah,
again.
this is Carl Colette now taking third position away from Juan Manuel Correa. So Correa will not win this race if Vidales and Crawford get a penalty. Right now, it's Carl Colette who stands in the best position.
Yeah, he was closer this time, so nothing Correa could do to break late again. He's gonna try to stick behind him, but Correa his tires aren't as he wants to, so I don't think he will. I mean, I hope he will, but Colette was clearly faster, and there's a big train behind him, so he needs to really try to stick in DRS, otherwise he's going to be eaten up by the rest behind him. It's smaller now behind him, and then, it's going to be a tricky race for him.
Battle on then with 3 to go, coming up from 2 to go as well, as Vidales and Crawford 1.3 seconds now the gap between them, so they're going to let that one go to the stewards post-race. Let's hear from Crawford again.
Lost 2 tenths in sector 1. Let's make it happen, mate. Let's go.
Lost 2 tenths in sector 1. Let's push. He's lost 4 tenths now in this lap alone, as the battle's all on for third position. And looking at it as well as the gap, Correa and Colette 0.3 of a second. Yeah. According to my monitors, although that might have changed to 0.6, because I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. Oh, they haven't swapped over. That's why. Correa is still being shown in third position because they haven't crossed the sector times yet as well. So let's go through.
I don't think Correa has DRS anymore, does he? If not, he's going to be overtaken surely by...
1.1, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So Correa's lost it. So here comes Smolly and Leclerc to take him.
Oh, Hadjar.
Oh, Hadjar's off. We haven't seen a yellow, and is he just gone wide as Crawford goes defensive? Smollett round the outside to turn 1. He's got the braking move as well, and they're going to make contact. Off goes Smollett and bumps across, but does he stay to the bollard? Yes, he does. Well done. Nice car control.
I think there were many battles in the back as well.
Yeah, Hadjar and Bierman and I can't tell who that is just yet. Marty, who's battling as well.
I think it was a transponder issue for Hadjar. Nothing happened to him, but I was just scared when that happens. But what a battle! And Correa again, just not giving up. And this one was a little bit less clean. I think they did touch.
Let's take a look from this angle.
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah,
and well done from Smoyer. Yeah, he didn't manage to slow down enough to not bounce over the Sausage Curb too much.
Lost a position to
so
Leclerc.
It is possible, of course, but you need to slow down enough to do this. Here is the replay for Saucy. This is the battle. I think Hadjar gone wide there. That's why maybe the transponder issue was there. But it's gone past here, and it's going to get 2 cars in one. This is Behrman, I think.
Oh, no way. He's done it. He passed, he's up into P10. 2 cars, 1 straight. What a move from Saucy as well. As won the penultimate lap now, lap 19 to 20. About to start, I think, the last lap. Nope, we're still going to be... Oh, actually, we might be, across the line. Should come Vidales in the next couple of seconds. Now, final lap. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that means Vidales will win on track, and I think he'll just get the win because that won't... I don't think that will result into a penalty. As we see more battles here, I think this is Leclerc and Correa.
So this is the battle for what could be second position as round the outside.
Already,
and instead involving Correa and Somalia, noted for forcing another driver off the track.
Busy.
Yeah, that's Frederick under pressure with Stanak and Smolia in front and behind him. Stanax, who's on pole tomorrow in the feature race, is having a better lunge in him as well. This is getting fantastic.
Wow, this race is insane. So this is going to be all or nothing in the final lap for these guys. They're going to try and make some moves now because they don't have another chance later on. It's going to maybe down for turn 5. No, he's not. So Vidales will win shortly on track.
Has to.
Crawford is 1.1, 1.2 now. So there's no chance for him.
Well, this is going to be something else as Carl Collette's going to come home in third place. Jack Crawford again in second place forever. It seems at the moment to be the bridesmaid of Formula 3 and Vidales going to take victory. So, are you with me? Hadjar in race 1, Martins race 2, Colapinto race 3, Stanak race 4. In 2022, it's 5 different winners in the opening 5 races. A true show as how competitive Formula 3 is. David Vidales wins the sprint race here in Barcelona. Jack Crawford will take second. And it will be Carl Collette in third place. Arthur Leclerc does a fight back to fourth from 7th on the grid and dropped down as well. Correa 5th. Great race for Juan Manuel Correa as well. Somalia 6th. Frederick is 7th. Stanak 8th. Oshima 9th. And Hadjar in 10th place rounds out the points.
Wow, in his own Grand Prix, Vidales. This is great for him, of course. He's going to enjoy this one for a long time. And tomorrow, how are we going to see win tomorrow? It's going to be another different race winner. I hope it will be. Let's look out for that tomorrow.
So, a Spanish winner to kick off the racing this weekend. Can that be done in every series? Yes, it can. Will it be done in every series? Possibly not.
Grande, tío, grande. Bandera de cuadros. Vamos, hostia. Buen trabajo. Good job to all the team.
That was David Vidales, who's taken victory here in Formula 3's sprint race. Right, well, we've got now about an hour before the Formula 1 third practice session. And the Spanish fans know they've just seen a Spanish winner. And I've never seen Barcelona more packed. Maybe in the Alonso days, but they're all in there already. And qualifying later is going to be something else. And very good idea from Formula 1 to, in between FP3 and qualifying, to put the W Series race. So maximum publicity for them coming up later.
I'm excited.
I'll just say see you later to the little owl. Hopefully you join us later. Let's hear from Jack Crawford.
PT for what happened in turn 1. We see what happens after the race. I don't agree with this.
Either way, if the top two get a penalty, Carl Collette takes the win, he will still be our 5th different winner because the top 5.
I think he wasn't he more than 5 seconds behind?
5.2 to Carl Collette, yes. So if Vidales gets a 5-second penalty, Crawford will take the win and he'll be in 3rd place. 2nd place, sorry. So the top two will switch around.
Yeah, so I don't think... is Crawford, has he already won before?
Crawford, no. Hadjar, Martins, Colapinto,
surely
Stanak.
we'll have a new race winner this time. But it'll either be Vidales or Correa.
Yeah, so we'll still have 5 from 5, which is great. Can we make it 6 from 6 tomorrow? Join us to find out. It'll be 9:05 British Summer Time, 10:05 Central European Summer Time as well. Have I got that one right? As they come through, so you can join us for that one as well. And the link for the live stream will be up later on today as well for everything from tomorrow. It stopped me putting the live streams on, actually, because there's so much on this weekend. So they're scheduled, not published yet. Yeah, but it will be out.
I only hope that Formula 1 will be like this. Another great race in Formula 3.
Yeah, it took a while to get going, but it really ramped up, and F2 later is going to be something else as well, so fingers crossed that we're going to have a good one.
And this also shows, you don't need safety cars for a good race. It's just a lot of overtakes. It makes it very exciting as well.
Indeed. Lots of overtakes, lots of action, and lots of fun racing. So keep our fingers on the pulse that we're going to have another great result tomorrow in the feature. Right, we'll hear, I think, from David Vidales. He'll be speaking with Rosanna Tennant, I believe, and then we'll have the podium ceremony, and we'll dive off and get ready for Free Practice 3. Cynthia will be back with me in the comms box for that one in an hour's time. And
by the way, F3 is going to France, isn't it?
No.
It's F2?
F2 only, yeah.
Oh, right. I thought I saw the layout was different.
It's slightly different for the French Grand Prix this year, yes. I think they've removed one of the chicanes, which is good as well.
Interesting.
Megan's
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Megan sent me a text message saying, Josh, what time do I have to do IndyCar and is it qualifying? Also, is there an IndyCar race this weekend or is it just the 500 next weekend? Megan, if you're watching, it's the 500 next weekend. Today is qualifying on both days. So that's how it stands at the moment. As I never think white suits are a good idea because you get all the foam and that lot burning into your suit. And for David Vidales, it's not the best look on the backside of his suit as well. As he comes through.
But you don't want to wear full black as well because that will be a bit hot.
Yes. Valtteri Bottas said as well when he had the black Mercedes as well, he felt like he nearly passed out during the race as well. He asked for the white suits but got denied. And are they still the black suits at Mercedes? I can't remember. I think they are, aren't they?
Don't know.
Silver cars but black suits, I think. As across the line. Again comes Vidales. And he's won.
I did really like the black livery.
I did. Yeah, I don't know why they changed it back to silver. To be fair, they changed.
I like silver as well. I don't really mind, to be honest, if I look at it like this. But yeah, the black one was really a special livery.
So it is David Vidales taking victory, and Campos take victory at their home race. Let's go to the cool down room then and take a listen, guys.
Well, I like them. And we'll see if the... doesn't matter if I like
wrong
them.
And I'm right.
Doesn't matter what I think, but there is the cool-down room. And here we go. Both of them watching that manoeuvre. And just
Let's
having
listen.
a nice drink. Any words being exchanged there? Can we have a little listen?
Putting them?
No, not too much discussion there, but Crawford just watching that again off-board. I wonder...
I don't think they want to talk.
Yeah, I don't think Harry Benjamin as well. Is it Harry Benjamin? Yeah. I don't think he's twigged how the cool down room works. You don't talk. You let the drivers listen to it as well, which is annoying.
I am happy, though, they got it back to their cool down rooms.
I am too, yeah. It makes it more like the Grand Prix end of the day. It just makes it all very nice and relaxed as well. When Alonso was with Renault back in the 2000s, the Spanish Grand Prix trackside grandstand is full of bright blue shirts. Oh, I remember that as well. And all those flags as well, the Barcelona's flags as well. And, it was beautiful, beautiful days. And that blue Fernando Alonso car in the Renault those days, just squeaking through to the line, winning on home soil. Fernando 3 times, I believe, in his career. For the first time as well, the brand new Catalunya podium is here as well. Do you see where those two men are and that lady at the top of the corner there?
No, I didn't.
I've sat there and had lunch.
Oh.
Right, yeah. Best pasta in all of Spain in that little area there. But
They've got a good layout on the podium, by the way. They don't have the chicane.
Yeah, it's a very weird podium they've installed here. I preferred the old one, but this new one looks absolutely insane. And it is
Just
a
a track
permanent
mark.
one. Yeah, it's permanent as well, which is weird. It's not just for F1. But brand new podium for Spain. And we were going to hear the Spanish national anthem in the background. Tell you what though, that is bringing back memories because I've been there. I've been. There's the media centre just alongside the podium. Been there. There's the restaurant. Alongside it, there's the big balcony where you can look at the pit lane as well. Oh, it's bringing back all those memories. I really miss it. I do. I miss being trackside. I'm sick of being stuck in the commentary box. Get me trackside for one of these races. As we hear the Spanish national anthem coming through. We'll go through the championship standings as well just after, but David Vidales victorious, Jack Crawford second, and Carl Colette in third place as things stand on the podium as well. For the Spanish national anthem, not only for David Vidales, but also for Campos Racing as they come through. The trophy then will be presented to David Vidales. 5 different winners in 5 extremely different races. Can we make it 6th and 6th?
I really hope we can. I really hope. It's such a great season already, and it's so tight for the championship. I can't wait.
We'll go through the standings in a few moments' time as well, as Jack Crawford takes his second place trophy. Carl Collette now takes his third place trophy. And now it's champagne time. Away we go for the champagne. Here, nice morning drink as well here on the podium. Is it 2? What time is it over there in Spain then? Looking.
Game time is here, so 11:51.
Brunch, morning drinks. That'll be fine, absolutely fine. Tomorrow then, 24 laps ahead of us, 45 minutes plus 1 lap if we go to time. And that's at 9:05 UK time, 10:05 Central European time as well. Hopefully you can maybe help me out here. So is CEST Central European Summertime?
Sorry, what did you say?
Well, on the timing screen it says feature race at 10:05 CEST. So I'm thinking that's Central European Standard Time or Summertime.
Summertime.
Summertime. Yay! I did get it right. Do you know my clocks? I just GMT, BST, and all that lot. Eastern, Pacific, Central European Summertime, Standard Central European Time is all confusing. No top 3.
Didn't look like
features.
summer yesterday here.
No, it's not here actually at the moment in the
Under
UK.
and stuff.
Yeah,
yesterday.
cold, wet weather after a heat wave, so that's a shame. Coming through then, let's take a look at the final race results. It is David Vidales who takes the sprint race. Jack Crawford is second. Carl Collette. Well, hang on a minute. It's now being shown as Juan Manuel Correa in third place. Yeah, it's showing Juan Manuel Correa in third place. And David Vidales and Jack Crawford both have 10 points. The timing screens are wrong because now it's put Arthur Leclerc down in 7th place. So
Wow.
the final results are different to what we are experiencing here on the podium. So everyone's in the wrong position because Saucy finished 11th, not Oshishima. So I think either they've got timing for 13 minutes 4 seconds. These are the classifications after the first 10 laps.
This is all right. So let's just say Vidales won, and Crawford, Collette, Leclerc, and Correa, because this is all very wrong.
That's definitely the top 5. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's wrong. So I'm just trying to get the official results up because I don't even know if the timing screen's working. Okay, so yeah, it is a glitch. So it's Vidales, Crawford, Collette, Leclerc, Correa, Somalia, Frederick, Stanek, Oshima, and Hadjar rounding on the points. Saucy, Behrman, Marti, Villagomez, Alatello, Rasmussen, Maney, O'Sullivan, Malvesti, Zendi, Maloney, Truly, Cohen, Pincy, Bendevers, Toth, Yanni, out of the race, Asman, Colapinto, and Martins as well. Okay, what was that all about? I don't know. Synth, you looking forward to the feature tomorrow? It looks quite exciting, doesn't it?
Absolutely, a longer race like this. I can't wait for that one. And let's hope we can have 6 out of 6. That would be insane.
Absolutely agree with you. Thanks for your company for the F3. We'll see you for the F1, FP3 shortly. But thanks to all of you at home. We'll be back later on today. We'll see you later on. Bye-bye.